While the trading of stocks, currencies, commodities, and other assets is still dominated by financial hubs like Wall Street, London, and Hong Kong, DeFi is slowly emerging to upend the status quo, taking the power out of the hands of the financial institutions and into the hands of the people. One platform, Synthetix, is getting a lot of attention in the DeFi world because it is looking to bring synthetic versions of real-world assets to the crypto world. And today, I'm going to let you in on the secret. Let's get it. BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap gets you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.io. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Every day I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money in crypto, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're a fan of DeFi and want more decentralized finance videos and massive price predictions like this one that I'm going to give at the end of this video, make sure to smash that like button. Today's video, we will take a look at Synthetix, a derivatives liquidity protocol. Now, I don't have to keep telling you. I'm sure you know by now that DeFi is blowing up, and derivatives trading is emerging to be one of the most in-demand DeFi markets. An amazing project that has been getting a lot of attention recently is Synthetix. This project has actually been around for a while, but its origin is a stablecoin called Haven, launched in 2017 by the current CEO of Synthetix, Kane Warwick. However, in November of 2018, Haven announced that they were transforming from just a stablecoin into a more comprehensive project called Synthetix. So what is Synthetix? Well, it's a synthetic asset issuance platform. Built on Ethereum, Synthetix is a platform that enables tokens to be issued that track the price of any real-world asset. Essentially allows us to issue ERC-20 tokens that track the price of anything in the world. This can range from commodities like gold and silver to stocks to fiat currencies, essentially as long as there is a price feed. An ERC-20 token can be issued that will give exposure to the real-world price of that asset. The price feed of any real-world asset can be recreated as a synthetic asset called a synth. The prices of a synth is pegged to the real-world price of the asset that the synth represents. All synths are denoted with a lowercase s in front of the asset's actual ticker symbol. For example, SUSD, SBTC, SMKR, SAMZN, or SNFLX. As the price of the real-world asset fluctuates, the synth it represents will pull the real-world data price feed and reflect that price accordingly. This means that accurate price data is crucial to Synthetix, so they secured a partnership with the biggest name in Oracle solutions, Chainlink, to ensure that they had the most accurate price data. So Synthetix definitely delivers there with the best possible Oracle feeds for their synths. Synthetix even gives users exposure to their own unique crypto indexes, SCEX, which is made up of the exchange tokens from several centralized exchanges like KuCoin and Binance. One important thing to note is that even though synths like SAMZN or SMKR give exposure to the real-world price of those assets, it does not give any of the benefits that holding the real-world asset does, such as the dividends paid to Amazon holders or the voting rights for MakerDAO governance given to MKR holders. And with all the talk about these days, from hedge funds shorting GameStop, any comprehensive derivatives platform should also give exposure to short positions. Synthetix delivers there as well. Whereas those synths represent positions in real-world assets that are expected to go up in price, Synthetix also allows the issuance of inverse synths. All inverse synths are denoted with a lowercase I in front of the asset's actual ticker symbol, so IUSD, IBTC, etc. For every long position or synth, there's a possible short position or inverse synth. You can track the short and long positions of all the available assets right on their website. That's the long and the short of it. In addition, any comprehensive decentralized derivatives trading platform should have its own built-in DEX, and Synthetix delivers there as well. The Synthetix platform has its own DEX for trading all of these ERC-20 based synths. Similar to other ERC-20 DEXs like Uniswap, Synthetix allows users to exchange tokens directly with each other, removing the need for a central intermediary. How very DeFi of them. No need to sign up for a centralized exchange to trade synths. Just connect to Synthetix via a compatible Ethereum wallet like MyEtherWallet or MetaMask. Synthetix utilized a dual token type infrastructure. First token type is all the ERC-20 based synths and inverse synths, and the second is the Synthetix Network Token, or SNX, which is the utility token native to the Synthetix platform. In order to provide liquidity to the Synthetix platform, SNX is locked up, and from that, a cent of USD, SUSD, is issued. Because its value is derived from the value of the US dollar, SUSD functions as a stablecoin on the platform. It's no surprise that the platform integrates its own stablecoin infrastructure, considering Synthetix origins as a stablecoin project. The dollar-pegged SUSD acts as debt, while the higher value SNX token acts as collateral. This is similar to how MakerDAO locks up the higher value ETH in order to create their native token MKR, or Maker, from which the dollar-pegged stablecoin DAI is issued. However, on the Synthetix platform, SNX can be staked as collateral to create a synthetic version of any real-world asset, not just the stablecoin SUSD. The Synthetix platform's debt pool is based on the total value of all cents and inverse cents available on the platform. The debt can fluctuate based on a number of factors such as the total supply of cents and inverse cents and the real-world exchange rate for the assets they represent. Currently, there's just shy of $1.9 billion in total value locked in Synthetix, with around $150.5 million, or 31% of that value, distributed to SUSD. Synthetix utilizes a complex yet innovative system of staking in order to issue cents. SNX tokens are staked in return for fees in the Synthetix DEX and for rewards from the platform's inflationary monetary policy. Also, in order to create a synth, a staking collateralization ratio of 7.5 to 1 must be maintained. This means that 750% of the value of the synth must be staked in SNX in order for a synth to be issued. For example, to issue 10 SUSDC tokens, 75 USDC has to be staked in SNX tokens. The collateralization ratio can change based on community governance mechanisms. This also means that the more SNX tokens that are staked and locked up as collateral, the less SNX tokens that are available to the market, and thus the more valuable the token becomes. In addition, because as I said earlier, the Synthetix debt pool is based on the total value of all cents and inverse cents on the platform, staking SNX to issue a synth means that your cents are included in the platform's debt pool. The process of unlocking SNX tokens requires that the debt be paid back by burning the amount of cents equivalent to the amount that's owed. One interesting side note about Synthetix is that a huge name in the venture capital and crypto community, Andreessen Horowitz's A16Z Crypto, purchased and is holding a huge amount of SNX tokens, 374,111 to be exact. However, the A16Z Crypto investment is considered to be somewhat of a mystery in the Synthetix community. A16Z never publicly acknowledged the purchase of the tokens, nor gave an explanation as to why they purchased them. However, the purchase was revealed when it was noticed that the SNX tokens are held in the same wallet that the venture capital firm used for their highly publicized purchase, 6% of the total MakerDAO token supply, September 2018. Purchase they did acknowledge. With interest from huge players like A16Z Crypto, it is no wonder that SNX has rocketed to the number 23 spot at its height in market cap, going from 33 cents in March to around its current value of $20 at the time of this recording, up over 1,500% for the year. SNX has a total supply of just over 212 million tokens. So where do I see the price of SNX going in the future? I'm so bullish on this project, it's crazy. It's actually my #1 DeFi project of the year, and I believe that it will go all the way to $400 from here. So what do you guys think the future is for SNX? Make sure to drop your Synthetix price prediction down below. And also, if you like Synthetix and DeFi, make sure to smash that like button. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out.